What we do here is go back.
What up, though? Nathan Chasing House. They don't get Nathan the podcast. We up in here with my man, Connie Konphilct Ross. What up, though, Connie?
What up, though, broski? What's the
sure,
pop off, man?
Make sure my mics is good up in here.
How it sound out there on the airwaves?
Yeah, we good. So, you coming through? We talking about the new music, way too conflicted.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. We're gonna talk about the throwback shit you did, the 11/11 EP. But we're gonna talk about Connie first. So, I need to know, what at what point, what year, what happened in your life? What song, what hip hop song did you hear that just made you say, "I'm gonna be an MC"? That's it. I'm a rapper. That's it. I don't care. I'm not driving no high-low. Look, baby peas, you work for UPS. Fuck all that.
I gotta pour up another Mr. Drummond for this, man. I gotta pour another Mr. Drummond for this, man.
Take your time. Take your time.
Hey, that's classic, though. That's a great question. Actually, Paul Revere.
Put it a little closer.
Paul Revere.
Up a little bit. There you go.
How I sound? I'm good. I'm good.
Put that right, you good right there.
Paul Revere.
You talking about Beastie
Boy.
Boys? Paul Revere?
Yep.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
How old was you then?
I was actually like 6.
No shit.
I ain't started rhyming until 7, but
God damn, I was in high school when that came out.
I was in elementary school when
God
that shit
damn.
came out. So the story is crazy because my best friend, my brother, Cautious, I met him when I started going to Dow.
That's your real brother?
No, he not my real brother. Okay. He's my dreadnought brother.
Okay, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my brother though. He
Almighty dreadnoughts.
He like Cam and Trey. Cam and Trey is my real blood brothers, but I got a lot of other brothers.
For sure.
You know, I consider you as my brother. You
That's
know
what's
what I'm
up.
saying? Real talk, bro.
I'm glad I made it to the family.
Yeah, ex-fan for sure. So, you know, in elementary school, I was the only person that knew Paul Revere, right? Okay, he did the beatboxing. You know how back in the days when, I know a lot of the millennials might not understand this, and they might have did this too. I don't even know. But like when we went on the playground, we didn't have phones and shit like that. So K got in the corner of where it was a corner, far as, you know what I'm saying, far as a corner of being somewhere where, excuse me, being in the corner of a fixture brick where you could beatbox and the shit would resonate.
Against the corner of the wall. Against the corner of the wall. Yeah. So
K would get in the corner of the wall.
Get the super echo. He get the super echo. Super echo. So what, he do like this? He had to do like
no, he'd put
like that?
He'd kind of do his in the corner of the wall. Yep. And
oh my God.
So like when you walk out to the playground, when we walked on the playground, that's where we was at.
Oh, hell
so
no.
Like people would gather.
Is he an engineer right now?
No,
he has to be an engineer because we was
Cautious just come.
He figured out that if you do it like this against a brick wall, then it echoes the brick the whole playground. Like he got to be an engineer.
Well, he could be, but Cautious just rhyme. You know what I'm saying? But he's saying, you know, he harmonizes shit like that. You know, bro, dope with the shit. But he'd get in the corner and do the shit, and I spit Paul Revere. I was the only person that knew the words, so people would ask me to do the shit. At that time, you know, that was the shit. You know what I'm saying? That was our internet.
Oh, you ain't gotta tell me. Buddy.
When the motherfucker knew how to say every word to a song everybody loved, that was the internet. You know what I'm saying? At that time, because everybody didn't know that shit like that. But that was...
Now, here's a little story I got to
started.
tell about three bad brothers you know so well. It started way back in history with that rap and me.
Man, classic shit.
Go ahead, keep going. Never mind.
Man,
I couldn't
that shit
play
take
no more
me
than
back
that.
though.
I
Real
couldn't play no
talk.
more than that. They would Apple somebody would have sued me if I played more than that.
But one love the Beastie Boys though. Real talk.
For real?
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I mean, you know, I fuck with Rakim and I fuck with KRS-One and Steady B and Just Ice. You know what I'm saying?
You know about what you know about Just how the fuck if you were 6 when the Beastie Boys came out, what you know about Just Ice?
My brother, man, my older brother, he's 7 years older than me, right? So
there we go. Now,
like, you know, this is
all right. What's his name? What's his name?
Trey.
What up, dope Trey? Thanks for teaching that youngster something.
Like, we had a nickname for him back in the day. We used to call him Sniper and shit. But he don't rap. You know, he might fuck around and just do some shit for shenanigans.
You know about Just Ice though.
Oh, you know, he knew all the classic shit. Like, bro was like, he was a real dope teacher for me because, not to put my brother business out there, but you know, my brother, he
nothing that you get charged for. Nothing he get charged for.
He was out here hustling.
Statute of limitations.
He was out here hustling. He was out here hustling.
Limitations.
I'll just say that much. You know
Okay.
what I'm
Yeah, we good with that.
He was out here hustling, doing this thing.
Everybody had a paper route in Detroit.
You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody had paper routes, but it was different paper routes you might have had.
Yeah.
You know what
everybody
I'm saying?
need their news. Everybody need their news. In Detroit, we make sure you get your news.
But you know, my bro, he was, you know, he was a fly nigga. You know what I'm saying? He had the
bag.
He had the sweaters.
Ben had the bag.
He had the sweaters with the fur and the leather on them bitches.
Oh, those
like,
sweaters.
The
upper
snakeskin
level
briefcase type
upper
shit.
level Cosby sweaters.
Yeah, you know, that era type shit. You know what I'm saying? Fur shit, and you know, he was a hustler. You know what I'm saying? So, but he seen something in me. He was like, bro, you dope. Mm-hmm. If I catch you out here doing some shit, I'm fucking you up. And that's the last nigga I want to be on the list of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to come home with him.
Yeah. Bro, he gonna meet me where I'm at. Like, it ain't, he gonna know. So it's like, at that point, it was like, okay. So at that time, like, me getting into the rap shit and doing all that, I'm seeing a lot of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Niggas selling dope and get money. I'm at the safety post. My nigga walking up to me about to fight niggas, and he walking up to me with the fucking sock with rocks and locks in that bitch.
You was a safety guy?
I'm at the safety post though.
With the orange thing on?
Yeah, I was a safety. Nigga, kudos and hot chocolate on Thursday. Nigga, I was there, nigga.
Shouts out to Detroit Safety Patrol.
I was
Shouts out
there
Detroit Safety
for
Patrol.
the hot chocolate and
Everybody,
kudos.
Hey, only the cool people was on the Safety Patrol.
Look, I was like, hey, guess what? You gotta understand. I was at Dow Elementary. I came from McKinney. I went to McKinney first. Like, I'm 7 Mile all the way down, like 7 up for real. Like, I was born on that bitch.
East side too?
Damn near. Not the east side, but
West side. All right.
no, but I got
We got
people's,
another connection.
I
That's
got
another
people's
connection.
on the east side,
East
though.
and west connecting again.
I got people's
Oh,
on the
man.
east side.
We
My
got-
Uncle Robert, he was off Linwood. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he was right where you consider it east side. Like he was on that other side. Or he was on the east. You know what I'm saying? But going over Uncle Robert crib, that shit was cool as fuck. Like I love the east side. Them
For
niggas
sure.
is cool as fuck. Nigga, I stayed off of fucking Maxwell and fucking Van Dyke, nigga.
Oh shit, yeah.
Nigga, in the midst of, nigga, I used to see I don't even know these niggas' names. These niggas used to shoot at each other and be walking to the store with each other the next day. Like, that shit blew my fucking mind. I was like, what the fuck going on around this bitch? Like, for real. Like, I'm just cooking up music and just getting inspiration from that shit. But for real, I was fucked up in the mind. Like, that shit, that did something to my mental. That desensitized me in a lot of ways. Like, I ain't even know what to get from that.
We did that in the Marines, but it was just like fights and shit like that. So
I get it now, I guess.
So, the Beastie Boys got you into rap,
Yes, they did. I mean, I ain't gonna say they got me into
but
rap
you know
all the
that
way,
was like a
but
spark.
far as me knowing some shit and motherfuckers, it's being popular at that moment. And
Did you get any girls from that?
I am.
You up there spitting rhymes on the radio.
I'm not gonna say their names.
Don't
they my
say
peoples.
nothing, Keith Murray. Don't tell us those
No, I
stories,
love
Keith
the
Murray.
shit out of these women.
You know you look like Keith Murray, don't you?
No,
You got the glasses on. You
know
like
that.
Keith Murray.
I don't know about all that. People say I look like a lot of people, but
Don't tell us those stories, Keith. Don't tell us those stories. So when you first started rapping, you was getting girls because you had the hot Beastie Boy bars.
well, I mean, I ain't even gonna say it started before I started rapping with
Oh, so you
the
are
girls.
you've been a player. You've been a player.
I ain't no player. I'm just me.
You just rap a lot.
I'm just me. I'm not no player. I couldn't even figure that shit out. The one thing is that if I'm fucking with a chick, like I'm just fucking with that chick. Like I can't juggle. I don't like that shit. That shit too much. Like man, that shit is.
So what was your first rap name?
My first rap name was Uno.
Like the cards?
Number 1. Yep. What's so crazy about that story is me and my cousin Snake. My cousin Snake, we was
You don't call nobody by their real name, do you?
no, some people I will, but you know, we all got nicknames. Everybody got nicknames. For real, for
Yeah,
real.
you said a real name yet, have you?
My real name Corey. I'll tell y'all that much. That's my real name. A lot of you people who thought my name was Connie, it's not Connie.
Ain't that a bitch? You look got me fucked up.
It's not Connie.
See, I already text my family if something happened to me. Connie did it.
It's like, hey,
If
well,
y'all watching, his name Corey.
I ain't about to do
It's
nothing
Corey.
like that. If I do it, I'm gonna own up to it. It don't even matter, so it don't matter about none of that
Oh shit!
for me.
You
But
okay.
you know, we all
Right.
do got nicknames. So my cousin Snake, right? If you remember back in the day on, I think it was WJLB, if I ain't mistaken, they had a character that they made called Captain Detroit, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a comic book that came out with it. And the comic book, it was like the, you know, regular comic book. You could color, illustrate the shit, but the wording, everything rhymed. So the superhero, everything he did, all the shit rhymed. So me and Snake, we got some beats and shit, like, you know, back in the day, you know, we ain't got Pro Tools and all that shit.
Yeah.
So we got to get 2 tape decks and record from one to the next and loop the shit and all that shit to make sure that shit sound like a regular song. So we doing the end of songs, or we getting instrumentals from certain tapes that we got that got instrumentals on them, and doing the Captain Detroit shit. Like this is like me six. I'm 6, 7.
Damn, bro.
Around this time. Paul Revere time.
Who
Same
tape
time
deck
I'm
you
doing
got?
this on the
What
playground.
grown folks let you use they tape deck?
But see, this was the thing. I'm doing that shit at my not high school. I'm doing that shit at my elementary school. But when I went to fuck with my cousin Snake, I was going over his crib on the weekends. He stayed off of P Rock. You know what I'm saying? In Mansfield. So we over there, and he had the shit to record.
Okay.
I didn't really have that shit like
Yeah.
that. So he had that shit, and he was interested because I rapped, and he just seen that I had that drive. And we started putting that shit together, and that's really what started us rhyming, like writing our own raps. Like we was reading shit that other motherfuckers did and making that shit a song. Like, oh, we can do this shit ourselves, and figuring that shit out.
Get your damn Milli Vanilli Uno.
That's how that shit started. I ain't gonna bullshit you, but I was fucking 6 or 7
Was you
years
skipping
old.
school? Was you skipping school?
No,
Or
I
did you
was.
do after school? After school.
I was writing rhymes in school.
In school. But then you
Once I started rhyming.
So when did you start skipping school to go rap?
I don't think I ever skipped school to rap.
No shit.
Yeah, I don't think I ever did that. Like, I know a lot of people did, but I don't think I ever did that. Like, I was rapping in school. Like, we was doing talent shows and shit like that. Like, I was in the paper, like, for talent show we did in 95, I believe. If I'm mistaken, it was 94. But it was the latter years of me graduating. You know, that was my 11th, 12th grade year, 94 and 95. And that's like, I got into the Dreadnoughts in like 92, like the beginning of 92, I believe, or the end of 92, something like that. It's kind of blurry, but I know around that time, that's when I got in the Dreadnoughts, because K was in the Dreadnoughts before me. Him and Alias was a group. They were the last Phonetics. So when I got into the Dreadnoughts, I was solo for maybe like, I don't know, 3 weeks, a month or so. I don't know.
How old were you then?
At that time, I was probably like 15. I had just turned 15, I think.
Damn.
If not, I was 14 turning 15. But at that time, it was a lot of shit going on, because that's when I met Hoffa too. Rest in peace to my brother Hoffa. Prez. The house that everybody know Prez, where his, art places, I've been going there since I was that age. So when I met Alias, it was through K, kind of, because K jump started a lot of shit, and motherfuckers be like looking at shit a certain way, but I know that Cautious was so instrumental in so many things, because he was a connection piece, like with the Paul Revere shit I was telling you about, and then the fact that that's the first group I was actually in when I got in the Dreadnoughts. Like I said, I was solo for probably about 3 weeks, maybe a month. It might have been a little bit longer, but it wasn't too much longer. It might have been a little bit shorter. It's kind of blurry. I don't know the exact date.
Your name was hot on the streets, or you just,
What it was, I helped K start writing. Like, K he wasn't confident about what he was doing, but I seen he had something. And everybody else who heard him seen that too. You know what I mean? So it was something that was mutual amongst a lot of us. But we wasn't connected like we are now. It was just kind of scattered. Because, you know, at that time, like I say, it ain't internet. It's not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you hear somebody rap, you had to see them rap. Like,
Yeah.
you
Up
didn't
close,
see a
yeah.
video. You
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
them rap.
Yeah, exactly.
So with that, they, you know, Alias and Guilt and Slaught, and Time Slide and Blitz and Hex, you know what I'm saying? You know, Left Perimeter, a lot of these brothers that's in a part of the Dreadnoughts, they older than us. We were in high school. They were out of high school.
Okay.
So that was the connection piece to keep us level on them not being too scatterbrained to tell us to do no dumb shit. They like, come over here to the dungeon. And we was making dope ass songs.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Versus us going out in the streets doing some dumb shit. When we went out, we was going to a club to rap. And motherfuckers looked at us as being deep. And we ain't for no shit. So sometimes we fuck niggas up. And we still will. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't like we trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't about that. Like,
It's the process of thought, huh?
we love this shit for real.
It's the process
And
of
you
thought.
gonna respect it or lose where you wear your necklace. For real. Straight the fuck up.
They don't get Nate to the podcast. We got Konphilct up in here. We about to get to some of his music off his 1111 EP. This is a thought process. We'll be back in a minute. What up, though? Nate Chase. They don't get Nate to the podcast. We back up here. We hanging with my man, Konphilct Ross up in the bed. Trademark. You better
Trademark.
Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
Trademark.
That's what up, though. That's what up, though.
Mm-hmm.
So, we was talking about your beginnings in the Dreadnoughts. So, how long before you was in the group before you decided you would do the solo shit?
Well, honestly, throughout all of the groups that I was in the Dreadnoughts, I was able to still do solo shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not trying to toot my own horn,
Do it.
but
Beep beep.
but as far as me getting into the Dreadnoughts, like, I understand what I was picked for. The reason why I say I'm a special Dreadnought is because, and not to shit on anybody, because we all special and we all equal, but we all was picked for certain reasons. And the reason why I was picked, I don't know, I think it was because of me being real zany, energetic, stylistic,
Mm-hmm.
in a sense. Like, me and Soup are a lot of like, we are the Dreadnought twins. We are Tomax and Zaymont of the Dreadnoughts. So if you know anything about Dreadnoughts, you know the G.I. Joe shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when I got into Dreadnoughts, I was actually a Dreadnought before Soup, but Soup was around Blitz and the founding members before I was. You know what I mean? Like, at that time, it was just crazy to even fathom how this shit happened, because people was telling me about Soup, telling Soup about me, like, man, y'all need to meet each other, like, because of our energy.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, me and Soup is like the positive and negative. I might be the positive, he might be the negative, it might be vice versa. But one thing that I think that everybody tapped into, they seen it. So, like, go back to how I became a dreadnought. I didn't have to battle to be a dreadnought, but the
Oh, that used to be the way that you get into the group.
you have to battle.
What the fuck? What the hell?
I'm not gonna say that I didn't have to
The
battle.
Wu-Tang didn't do it that way. What are we doing in Detroit?
I'm not gonna say I didn't have to battle, because I did, but
That's
I
what y'all
didn't
do
have
for
to
real?
battle off top.
That's what y'all do for real?
Yeah, if you was a dreadnought, you had to battle to
So,
get in the
like,
dreadnoughts.
like, 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 what, like.
No, I'm saying
At
real
what?
talk.
But like, at some point they would have. That's the cutoff to how many people can be in the group, right?
Truth.
Okay,
That was
okay.
the quality control
right.
we had. Back
Okay,
then.
that's what I was saying.
Because the dungeon was synonymous for plenty of MCs coming down there. Like, a lot of my ex-fam, affiliated people who I fuck with, like, they was there. They came to the dungeon and seen how we was doing it. Like, when you walk in a dungeon, this was some shit too. This is a funny fact right here. You remember the seats that you walk into in Foot Locker with the mirror on the bottom of them bitches? And
Yeah,
shit?
yeah.
We had one of them bitches like right in the middle of the basement, right? So, like, if you was fam, you came through the front door upstairs. Like, this is like a 3-story house in Highland Park.
Oh wow!
So you walk in the front door,
You was up in the attic. That was
You
so
family.
big. That was
but if you gotta walk through the back door, you like coming through to see what's going on, or you might be fam, but you gotta come through the back door because you know what I'm saying. But you gotta walk past Rocky and shit.
Hey, motherfucker!
Look,
I'm
look,
family.
look.
I'm family or not? I'm front. There. What the hell? Who the hell is front door and back door family? I'm front door family. If I'm family, there's no back door
I mean,
family.
family was coming through front and
Those
back.
the
but
motherfuckers
if
that
you-
might steal.
If you can go in the kitchen, you can walk in the front. Cause grandma upstairs. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
R.I.P. grandma. You know what I'm saying? Grandma was upstairs. You
Sound
can't
like slavery to
The traffic can't be coming through there like that. Cause you got to walk through all the way through the front and then go to the basement door.
What
But
are
if
we
you
talking
walk
about,
through
man?
the back, you can just walk straight down. So it was
Oh, okay.
like
Yeah. Okay.
it was
yeah,
like-
yeah.
it was
okay.
so many steps,
Yeah, you want to come in the back door.
8-9
anyway.
steps
You want to come in the back door
down
anyway.
to the dungeon.
Yeah, you want to come in the back
7,
door
8,
anyway.
9 steps down to the dungeon. I can't remember. I'm kind of blurry on that. But you walk down these concrete steps, right? As soon as you get to the bottom, soon as you get to the bottom, you look to your left because you hear Rocky. It's a big ass dog. It's like a little shed for the dog right on the left side. So when you down there, you see Rocky like, and niggas like, oh, Rocky cool, come on, keep coming. So when you get down there, it's this seat.
So what was that? Security? Was
Rocky
the dog
was security.
Was the dog was security?
Yeah, for sure. Most definitely.
So if something happened in the studio, they just let the dog
The
out.
dreadnought dog.
He just let the dog out. He just
That was
started
a
biting,
dreadnought dog.
biting motherfuckers. Like
He was
you
here-
ain't got your studio fee. Let Rocky out.
Look, R.I.P. to my brother Mace. My brother Mace. He was a dreadnought. He got killed in 95.
Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace, Mace. He'll walk down there and he'll be like, Rocky. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be regular shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But everybody else couldn't walk down there like that. So you walk down to these bottom steps, right? You, so then it's this chair in the middle of the floor, right? This
All
chair.
Look, I thought Death Row Studios was interesting. Let's get into this.
Nah, I'm just gonna let y'all know how we was playing. We just regular motherfuckers, man. I mean, we extravagant. Nah, I ain't gonna say we regular. We not regular. I'm sorry. I take that back. I'm sorry.
It's a pit bull in the basement.
So, Rocky down here, rah. You get past. It's women. It's women. Like, and this is, look, I'm still in high school at this time.
Do your mama know where you at?
Most definitely. R.I.P. to my mama.
You in the studio.
When Alias came and got me. Alias, K, maybe Guilt at this time, Chance with this time slot. They could come get me from the crib.
Mm-hmm.
And my mama be like, okay. Mm-hmm. Because every time they came and got me, I got home in one piece. You know what I'm saying? No matter what we went through when I left, I got home in one piece.
That's
you know
what's
what I'm
up.
saying? So you walk down in the basement, right? It's this chair. You know the chair. You look at your shoes in Foot Locker. We had one of them bitches in the dungeon, right? It's in the middle of the floor. If you sit on this chair, you gonna get tackled off that bitch. I don't give a fuck if you male or female. Like, if it's the chair. Like,
What
it's the chair.
What does that mean?
This is what we was on back
Don't
then.
sit in the chair.
Like, this 90s shit. This is 90s shit.
Don't sit in the chair. Why y'all put a chair that
It
can't
was
nobody
a chair
sit
that was in the middle of the floor that nobody sat in, because if any of us sat in that bitch when nobody was there, you getting tackled off that bitch, right? So the whole thing was motherfuckers didn't know, but it was certain people who might have invited somebody over, and if they don't tell them and they sit in that chair,
What the fuck y'all do that to somebody? What the fuck?
man,
The fuck
it
you
was
just-
so many
just-
nights
dude,
when we was sitting there and
No.
motherfuckers sat in that chair and
No.
everybody just
You
looking.
don't invite people to a rap studio and have them sit down there and just tackle the fuck
that
out of them
made
out of
me drop
nowhere.
my phone.
That's a no. That's no.
Hold up.
That's no.
That
That's
shit
no.
was crazy.
That's a no.
No, that was
I'm calling the police and everybody going to jail for every weed and everything in here. Well, yeah, the fuck did y'all just tackle
two
me
skulls,
for?
two bones, man. I mean, it's,
Man,
I mean,
somebody better buy me a fifth. Somebody buy me a fifth.
Look, we
was
grown
it a
as hell,
light
right?
tackle? Was it a soft tackle? Y'all couldn't be tackling nobody hard as fuck. The studio floor, what is that? Marble? Crystal? What is that? What's that?
concrete.
See what I'm saying? Y'all in the basement. That's right. You're in the basement. What the fuck is wrong with you? I could fall into the goddamn dryer.
I mean, shit.
I mean, shit. That's a good. Yeah, my lawyer gonna eat that up. Say that
Hey, look.
again. Say that again.
Look, at that time, like I say, at that time, we in the 90s now. You got to think, this ain't now. You know, back then, it was so different. It was different. It was different.
That's what you call.
That's the only thing I can say. It was different.
That's what you call knocking somebody on the concrete floor.
We all done been a part of it. We done been blowed in that motherfucker rapping.
I ain't never been knocked on the concrete
We
floor.
all been in that motherfucker, just us as
I hid in the
dreadnoughts.
dryer. I ain't never been
Get this,
knocked
though.
on the concrete floor.
This is funny though. This is what's so funny about it.
Give me the
Like
funny
we done
part.
all been in that
Give me
motherfucker
the
as
funny-
dreadnoughts. Nobody else done came through for the night. And somebody so blowed, we done smoked 1,000 blunts. We done drunk 1,000,000 beers. We done walked to the store 100 times. You know what I'm saying? And a motherfucker sit in that chair. And they know, but they sit in that chair. And nigga be looking like, beep, 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 beep. The beamer be off. Nigga get hit. Boom.
It's a
like,
buzzer or some shit on it.
No, it ain't even no buzzer. It's a mental buzzer.
Oh, yeah, your mind.
When you see a motherfucker sit in that chair, it's a buzzer. Like, if I sit in this chair, it's a buzzer that go off. If motherfuckers like, oh, that's the chair we tackle niggas off of. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like some cohesive shit.
So even if you blow, the buzzer go off in your mind. That
Man.
motherfucker sitting in that chair.
Look, that shit was phenomenal.
Oh my god.
Luckily, nobody was injured. Nobody had to go to the
lucky
hospital.
nobody that just like crashed into each other. Y'all
But
break
people
y'all
were
neck.
embarrassed. It
Y'all
was a
break
lot of
y'all-
people that were embarrassed. And I love all my people that were embarrassed
God.
and all the
Oh my
people
God.
who understood
Oh.
it. But
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what it was. That's
Let's get to some new music because that has no comparison.
classic shit.
Off Konphilct, new
Dreadnoughts,
CD,
nigga.
way too conflicted. They don't get named to the podcast. What's wrong with you and your friends, man? we got my man, Connie Konphilct Ross up in the house. They don't get named to the podcast. We streaming live on Detroit Rap Radio. You just
Yeah,
happen
we
to
in
be,
this bitch.
interested on Facebook. What up, though, fam? We having a good time. We having a good time. We found out a lot of good information, but we one of the main purposes we came to get into, talk to you is about this Way Too Conflicted
Yes.
album you did with the Davis Way. He has been through here a couple of times on Detroit Rap Radio.
That's my brother right there.
They don't get Nate to the podcast, Chase's Basement. The
That's
many names,
bro.
the many
That's
names I've interviewed him under, but he has been through. So you hooked up with this this nefarious character.
Bro is official all the
Tell
way
me.
around.
Tell me how you hooked up with the Davis Way to put this Way Too Conflicted together.
Well, the way it started, when you hear jewels from my treasure chest, some jewels from my treasure chest, I'm kind of seeing everything that's going on at this time. I had just got back from North Carolina. I was in North Carolina for a couple years.
What
yeah,
you doing down there?
I was down there with my baby. I
Okay,
was down there with my baby.
and
Blue.
then you back in the D.
I was down there with Blue. You know, me and Blue was down there. And we was doing our thing, and we had moved out there. At this time, I did my thing, and you know, when I came back, she had already started fucking with Architect. You know what I'm saying? So like, we was out there, and I was fucking with bro. He was, you know, we wasn't really like how we are now. We wasn't no shape, form, or fashion like we are now. But at this time, bro was he doing his thing, you know.
Oh yeah,
The
trust me.
Davis way, he making his mark. You know what I'm saying?
I knew
So
him when he was a rookie.
bro been putting his work in.
Oh yeah, trust me, trust
You
and
know what I'm
believe.
saying? Real talk.
Look, you gotta earn the name. You gotta earn the name, especially in goddamn Detroit. They don't cut you no goddamn slack.
Not at all.
You can be whoever the fuck you said you was before you met me, but when I see you, you better be that same motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then you probably need to add a little spice on top of it.
If you ain't doing it like that, then they gonna be like, nigga, this ain't what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And
Trust
so like with that, like I say, you know, fucking around with Blue, we had did a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? And she, you know, she already do her thing, whatever. I'm doing my thing with the Dreadnoughts. He tapped into that shit so early where a lot of people that could have tapped into it way before he did. They could have had that presence,
Mm-hmm.
but he was so perseverant about what he was doing to the point where that's why he's where he's at right now. So fast forward to this point. I got back from North Carolina.
Thank God for casinos.
Man.
That's
North Carolina is
that's
cool.
between me. No, that's between me and Mr. Davis. Way. That's between me and Mr. Davis. That's an inside joke. That's an inside joke. So, anyway, you go ahead.
No, North Carolina was cool. So after I got back though, I just was kind of like, it's so many things that I've done over the years where I was trying to compartmentalize it in a sense,
Mm-hmm.
but I shouldn't have been doing that.
Yeah.
And I understood it after I went outside of my comfort zone.
Left the city.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
yeah.
and I'm not a person who
Let's see.
was just in Detroit and didn't go other places.
And see-
I always been going. I go to Louisiana. I fuck
Yeah.
with my people. That's where my family is rooted from.
Visiting and living.
Louisiana. So
Visiting
I go
versus
there
living.
like summers and shit like that. I go to Texas. I go to Cali. You know what I'm saying? I got people kind of scattered around everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
But you moved to North Carolina, right?
I moved, and I was there for 2 years.
Moved. Way out your comfort zone.
I was really out of my comfort zone because
Not
tell
a
you why.
visit. Not a visit.
I had 2 jobs there.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Then I
saying.
said-
You gotta get a job. You
I
gotta
said I had-
get a driver's license. It's a whole new thing.
I'm in fucking.
What city? Where were you at? I've been down in North Carolina. Where you at?
I was in
New
Charlotte.
Bern.
But I was in.
Jacksonville. Ain't Jacksonville in North Carolina?
No, I was in Charlotte.
You
I
was
was
in
in
Charlotte.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
All right. You big time.
No,
big time,
I was in
right?
Ballantyne.
Outside of Charlotte.
That's where me and Blue stayed in Ballantyne. Like when we first got to North Carolina, straight to Ballantyne. If anybody know about Ballantyne, like Ballantyne is like a community of rich motherfuckers, pretty much. They got their shit together. These motherfuckers got they cribs, they walking their dogs in the morning, this type of shit, you know what I mean? Like it's a plaza. Like I didn't have to go outside of Ballantyne when I moved to that bitch.
So you stayed next door to Michael Jordan? Down
I
the street?
don't know.
Down the
Maybe-
street? Down the
maybe
street.
so.
You say, I don't know, he might stay down the street. You know how Detroit nigga is.
Maybe
He might
so.
have-
I
He
don't
might have
know.
been down the street. I wasn't
I'm
looking for
saying
him.
it's some
I
real
wasn't
shit.
looking for him.
No, real
I
shit,
wasn't
bro.
looking for
I'm saying it's real shit. And you telling me some shit that I didn't even
You
know.
say, I wasn't looking for him. You know, he in North Carolina, but I wasn't looking
I didn't
for
even
him.
know. But Ballantyne is that spot. You fuck around in Ballantyne if you want to. So, look, I worked at this restaurant. It's an upscale restaurant, 131 Main.
You still remember the dress to this day, huh?
Yeah, you can go to that bitch and get the best nigga.
And what city is this?
This North
What city is
Carolina.
What city is what city?
Charlotte.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Ballantyne is the township, I guess you should say.
Valentine is the township.
Ballantyne with a B.
Ballantyne.
Ballantyne.
Oh, Ballantyne. I thought you were saying Valentine. Like,
No.
I'm going to take my girl there
No.
in February. Ballantyne.
Ballantyne.
Ballantyne,
No, Ballantyne.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yes.
And they got good.
It's good food all around that bitch. Like I didn't have to leave from my premises of maybe a 10-mile radius. I could get everything that I needed.
Gumbo.
I didn't even get no gumbo out there.
Catfish.
I was fucking with.
What was the hot shit? What?
You know what I was fucking with?
What?
They chicken fried rice. It's a spot out there. Damn. I'm trying to remember the name of this spot. Shit.
We call chicken fried rice spot if you don't remember. In Ballantyne, how many spots is it?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just me. It's not nobody else. It's just me being places and I don't remember and I just,
all right.
You know, I'm sorry. I can't tell you exactly where it's at, but I'm going to think about it. And then when I say it, it's going to be like, oh, okay. But this particular spot,
all right,
they was like, kind of like, they wasn't really like a Chinese joint.
It was an Asian spot? That was the name of it? It was an Asian spot?
It was red.
I thought when you said chicken fried rice, for some reason, you was in North Carolina, I thought you was talking about a soul food restaurant.
I might have to call.
Are you for real?
I might have to call.
So it was an Asian restaurant. It was a Chinese restaurant. Oh, wow. That's something.
I don't know.
Guess what?
I don't
had to figure
quote
out.
me.
I had to figure out.
Quote me.
What he was saying.
Please don't quote me.
So we gonna get into a new track off his album that drops on the 1st of the month. Way Too Conflicted, and this track is called "What You Saying." You know why?
Cause what you saying?
I'm trying to figure out what he's saying.
What you saying?
They don't get Nathan the podcast.
What you talking about?
Streaming live on Detroit Rap Radio.
What? Trademark.
Connie Konphilct up in his bitch. What up? They don't get Nathan the podcast. We back with my man Connie Konphilct, Ross up in the house. He got blue raspberry up here on the phone. He got blue raspberry on the phone.
Yes. My lovely one is
turn
in the building.
Turn around and show blue raspberries. Turn around and show everybody blue raspberries. She might show up. Yeah, there she go. Yeah. Well, damn, there she goes. She's showing up. There go blue raspberry, everybody. She's joining in. She's joining in on the podcast. What up, though, blue raspberry? Nothing much. Where are you at, blue raspberry?
Right now, I'm in Fort Mill, South Carolina.
You're in South Carolina? Okay, so
basically, it's still Charlotte because I can walk to the state line.
so she's somewhere in the middle of two different states. So, all right.
We everywhere.
So all right, we got Connie here, and we got Blue Raspberry, Wu-Tang affiliate, and we
No, don't say that. Don't say that. She's not an affiliate.
She's
a root.
A root? What? Oh.
She's a root.
Oh my damn. Okay.
Hold up. This is one thing that I have to make known.
Root.
She's a root.
A root.
A root. I'm talking about, like, you know how trees grow?
Yeah.
She's a part of that.
Yes.
And I think anybody who's a part of that, they will contest to that and say, yes, that's true. Because of the simple fact that she was a part of building the bricks that, you know, we might not talk about all the time. We might not talk about it as much as we should. And I'm saying that to put it out on the forefront because you have to understand the root If you don't understand how the tree was grown, you won't understand what that tree is about. So this is the thing that I seen, and the things that I've witnessed and inspired me to see things in different lights before I met her. But all that incorporated with everything everybody else was doing in their team and what they did, that is something that nobody should look at as a small scale, because this is energy. If we don't have that, we don't have shit. So what I'm saying with that is, people be like, y'all the Detroit Wu-Tang.
I've said that before.
A lot of people, and my people, ex-fam.
Put that phone upside to the blue face. Put that there. There you go. I need to see
It's-
blue face. There you go.
it's-
there you go. There go blue face. There go blue face. Okay, I see blue face.
It's
I
very,
see blue face.
it's very crazy that
Okay, there we go.
we
go.
need to
Hey,
understand this. This is something that I understand as divine intervention. You know what I mean? Like, we were studying the knowledge of self here. They were there. They started this shit far as hip hop shit.
For some
Mecca.
reason, I knew you.
You know
was
what I
gonna-
mean? Like,
Hey, there you go. There you go.
all of these things connect.
There you go.
But sometimes we be moving so fast, we don't understand how these things connect. Even though we know exactly what's supposed to happen and what is there and all of that. At the end of the day, when I met her, when I met Blue Raspberry, I seen some shit that was a whole nother portal to life.
For sure.
It ain't got nothing to do with music. You feel what I'm saying? Like, just understanding where we go mentally and what we've been through. We've been through so much of the same shit, but on different scales, and motherfuckers can be like transparent, playing tennis with that shit back and forth. This shit is crazy. The shit that, like, it's crazy. Like, I could talk about so much shit.
But you know what I'm gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? I need to see Blue Raspberry face again. Tilt that phone up. Tilt that phone up so I can see her face. Let me see.
Am I?
There you go. There you go. Boom. Right there. Hold your phone right there. That's Blue Raspberry.
'Cause see,
so since
look,
hold on.
I'm just here talking shit.
Since Connie,
But I want to make sure
since Connie
that
since Connie brought Blue Raspberry up, he done brought Blue Raspberry up, and I have the technology. I have the technology to do such things. I have the technology to do such things. We about to play a video of Blue Raspberry freestyling. Yes, we are. We about to play a video of Blue Raspberry freestyling.
Let's do that.
Detroit Rap Radio. They don't get Nathan. The
She
podcast.
deserve all her flowers.
Stand by.
She deserve all
Stand
her
by.
flowers.
And then we gonna come back. Then we coming back, and then we closing the show out. We closing the show out with Connie's greatest track to me off his CD, Love Directions, featuring my man Joe Black. But right now, since he done brought Blue Raspberry in, right there on the camera, you see her on the phone. We Snapchatting.
Yes.
We Snapchatting and podcasting today. We Snapchatting and podcasting. So let's get
Respected to lose
let's
where
get-
you
let's
wear
get
your
to some-
necklace.
Let's get to some Blue Raspberry. If anybody watching on Facebook, anybody see this video, we about to get into Blue Raspberry a freestyle. I hope that this works. Let's see how this goes.
That's my brother's flick. That's my brother's flick. Let's get it.
All right, damn, now I gotta freestyle some shit.
Go ahead, man. Let's get it.
Alright, damn, now I gotta freestyle some shit.
Go ahead, man.
Man, alright, whatever I say, I'm just going off the top of my head right now. These niggas got me on spot and shit.
Yeah, first time I see you speechless, bro. Let's get it, baby.
Alright,
Release your girl.
Respect the mic.
set the hell up out of here. Alright. Come on, you can do it. Why you putting me on the spot? You know anytime I get the mic, I'll cry. Any day or night. Ooh, oh, oh. Yeah. And you got me. Got me freestyle. Boy, don't you ever put me on the spot.
She loves you too.
Go back to over here, and turn the camera back around. Turn the camera back around. Turn the camera back around. Blue Raspberry, I'm gonna upload
She
the
is
video.
so beautiful.
I'm gonna upload the video on Detroit Rap Radio tomorrow. The freestyle that you don't remember you did. I got you on 2 freestyles actually, because you know when people stick a camera in your face and tell you to sing, you be like, ah, and you like do your thing. So I'm gonna upload this one, and I'm gonna just keep the other one. So Detroit Rap Radio. Blue Raspberry is up in here. She is Wu-Tang Roots.
Wu-Tang Roots.
Say goodbye, Blue Raspberry.
No affiliate shit. This is Roots.
Thank you. Good talking to you, boo boo. Good talking to you. All right, we up out of here. All right, stop caking. Turn the cake off. Put the cake in the oven, or take the cake out the oven. Do one of the oven. Do one of the oven.
No.
So do the cake.
I'm not caking, man. This is just.
Hey, it's Blue
my
Raspberry.
life.
It's Blue Raspberry, and you
Yeah.
all about family. I feel that, fam. I feel that.
That's
I feel
my
that. That's
baby.
what's up. That's
I
what's
love
up.
my baby.
I feel that's up. That's what's
Forever.
up. Look. The fact that you decided to call her while you was on my show, that's dope shit.
Bro, this is what we doing, man.
You see what I'm saying?
Like, we connected in
You see what
so
I'm
many
saying?
ways. We got to make people understand how connected we are. Sometimes it ain't even about people just saying, this is what we doing. No, we just doing it.
Exactly.
And people gonna understand it.
Like them instrumentals you dropped off
Thank
that what's it called, frames or glasses?
Frames.
Frames. That's the frames you got on.
Thank you, bro.
Fire shit. Nigga.
I appreciate that.
That's some
My
fire.
G.
Some fire instrumentals. Look, I'm about to pay $250 for a beat. Because I'm about to pay $250 for a beat. Because
But that's his price. That's not y'all price.
oh shit! Damn, I got the special price. Oh shit!
That's family
Oh
price.
shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
That shit might jump up a couple thousand. I
Look,
don't know.
I'm the average.
I
I'm
don't
average.
know.
Yeah, look.
I'm
Look,
not-
it's
I'm
high
not-
to me. It's look.
I'm not gonna act like-
I'm look. All I can say is the beat worth the money. If you give it to me for $250,
Thank you,
motherfucker,
bro.
praise God. Praise God. Praise God.
This is
But
what,
I'm
this
telling
is
you,
what I'm doing.
the
Look,
shit
I'm
is
about to
good. The
say
shit
some
is good money.
You,
The shit is
I didn't even look. Watch this.
shit good money.
My
Shit
bro
good money.
chasing this bitch.
Shit
Guess
good
what?
money.
He so classic. This is something I'm gonna let y'all know. If you buy a beat from me, you can get 2 hours of studio time for free. So that means if you buy a beat from me, you can record the song you bought from me for free. at that point, I don't know what else I can do. My beat's been 250 for about 10 years plus. And my shit, I could sell my shit for thousands.
You know what, cuz? I think we need to get these motherfuckers examples as we kicking it. Hold on.
We can do that.
Let's
I'm
pull up.
with that.
Let's pull up the one that. We're not gonna pull up
Whatever
the one I
you
want.
feel.
No, we're
I
not
ain't
putting up
about-
my beat because the niggas motherfucker. No, you ain't.
I'm not about to ask
No,
about
motherfuckers ain't about my
what
beat.
you about to
Motherfuckers,
play,
no,
you
no,
gonna play.
no. Motherfuckers ain't buying the beat I want. They get another beat. But if I tell them where the CD at, if I tell them where the fuck the CD at, then they gonna listen to the whole. They gonna listen to the whole CD and they gonna be like, "Ooh, I think I like
The
this
shit he
beat."
picked.
That's
Y'all
gonna be
not
my
about to
goddamn
get that.
beat.
Y'all ain't gonna hear that till
That's
it's
gonna be
done.
my goddamn beat. This some bullshit.
Done.
Bullshit.
Bump.
Why the fuck did I even open my
naps.
mouth? Why the fuck did I even open my mouth? This is some bullshit.
No, that's cool.
No, it's not cool. Cause somebody gonna want to buy my beat. Nigga be like, that punk ass
But
nigga
they
got
can't get it,
250.
though.
I'll give you 300,
They
and you
can't
gonna be
get
like,
it, Bro, listen to me. Please, listen to me.
Alright, this is going over,
This
but
is the shit
this is going
that
over, but
motherfuckers
fuck
ain't
it.
even
Let's go.
understand it.
Let's
The shit that you hear, that other motherfuckers might want to be like,
This the shit
I
you got on
got this for
iTunes
that.
though. This the shit you got on iTunes though. I won't.
I don't care about
All right,
that shit,
this shit
bro.
is on iTunes.
We family.
Konphilct shit.
We
It's
family.
called Frames _ the instrumental album. We about to play some shit through there. If you want to know if his beats is dope or not. This shit was this podcast, the interview was supposed to end, but it's gonna go. We still go. We still go. So let's listen to Pacing. This is shit he dropped in 2023. This is called Pacing. Frames _ the instrumental.
Yes.
Konphilct on iTunes. That's where I got it from.
It wasn't made in 2023, but
Yeah, he got songs that was like made when he was 6, and he got like 2 songs that he was made when he was in the womb. So it's like,
yeah, so shit like 2012, 2013, 2021, 2022. I don't know. We in this bitch with my brother Chase.
this motherfucker was sucking on a pacifier as a kid. It was like, oh, that's a beat.
I heard it. I'm about to make something out of it. I'm making something out of it. That was my whole jurisdiction.
Let's get into Pacing off the CD Frames _ the album. Nathan Chase, They Don't Get Nathan the podcast. We stream live on Detroit Rap Radio on Facebook. Shouts out to my man, the Davis Way. All right, what up, though? They Don't Get Nathan the podcast. We back up here, wild and freestyling. Well, my man, Connie Konphilct, the Ross up in here. Make sure you go to iTunes and look him up. Konphilct, KONPHLICT.
My G.
Download all this shit.
Spell
Fuck with
that
it
shit
heavy.
right.
KONPHLICT. Konphilct.
My
We fucking
bro.
with this Frames _ the instrumental album, but we fucking with his other shit, the 1111 EP. We fucking with his new shit he did with the Davis Way too conflicted. We just all over the place. He just up in here chilling up in this motherfucker. We just up in there chilling it, getting it in.
I just want to say something. Like, the way I love this shit, I just did something that people not really understanding how it's being built. But at that same time, I want to let people know that from November to the end of February, I've been dropping projects every month.
Oh shit! Okay, you got work like that,
Bro,
Most people usually don't. Most people usually don't drop work like that unless they've been to prison. Al DeBarge went to jail, and he was like, "I got a whole bunch of music." And Tupac went to jail, and he said, "I got a whole bunch of music." People usually don't have a whole bunch of music unless they've been in jail. So why you got a whole bunch of music and you ain't been in jail, or have you been to jail? Have you been to jail? You just got out? Are you fresh out?
No,
You're not fresh out.
no.
So you just been sitting around creating.
I've been on probation a couple times for certain shit that was minuscule.
Minuscule. That's a good word. I like that word. That's some shit you should put on the application.
I'm not about
Minuscule.
to put myself out there like that because I'm not that.
Black people, if you got legal problems, when you fill out an application, use the word minuscule. Not guilty. Minuscule.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm getting my felonies expunged. No,
Oh shit! I didn't give you a background check before you came over here.
not plural. I take that back. That was
Singular. I hope it's singular.
I have a felony. Look, I'm gonna be real with niggas. I don't give a fuck about how anybody look at this shit or how anybody portray this shit. You deal with what you deal with. And if you don't deal with that how you should, you're gonna be fucked up. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else you affiliated with. None of that shit. We do this shit because whatever we doing, we love it and we do it. But at the end of the day, what I'm going to say about this is that I could have been out here selling dope, doing all kind of shit. I know
All
people.
stealing, robbing.
I'm a connected person, and I'm not gonna put it out there like that. But I know people, certain people I don't know. But one thing I can say, anybody I meet,
At 15,
it's official.
At 15, you decided instead of robbing, killing, and hurting people, you decided to be a dope dreadnought MC.
And I'm 45.
Shit, goddamn, motherfucker, that's long.
So that's testimony.
That's a testament to the people that you hung around with.
Yeah, because they taught me right.
And nobody said, "Hey, this rap shit ain't working out. Let's go hit this lick." And come on, youngster, come with me.
We wasn't even talking about rap shit like that. We was doing it, but we wasn't talking about it. Cause we was just, it was a part of our life.
It was just for the love.
It was cause that's what we know. It was for the love, but it wasn't just that. It was because that was what we were doing. And we had to figure out the right ways. When Jigga was talking about the fork in the road on that song that he was talking about. You remember that song?
Yeah.
I'm not going to put it out there like that, but everybody know about the fork in the road shit. So that's what we were dealing with. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't about the fact that somebody seeing it, somebody doing it, somebody, whatever it was, you had to stand firm on what you was doing at that time because we didn't have what we have now. And I'm not knocking what we have now because I appreciate that. I wish that shit was here when I was making tape covers from paper and writing my shit on it, rapping in between two tape decks and trying to structure the end of somebody's song that was just an instrumental without the vocals, and making that shit loop for a whole song type shit. That's what made me a DJ type shit.
When I talked to Graham one, and he said we used to sit up there and play tapes back and forth and record tape decks. I remember as a kid just recording off the tape deck and having to stop when the commercial came on. You motherfuckers was actually making music and wanted it to be perfect with different tape decks. Look, I'm gonna tell you, that's fucking commitment back when didn't nobody know what the fuck it was supposed to be. You see what I'm saying,
bro?
That's commit. The rest of us, we had a problem with trying to record our tapes with our own songs that we like, and being able to stop it when the song when the commercial came on. Y'all was actually taking songs and taking pieces of them and copying and saying this little bit right here, and I'm gonna cut it in this little piece, but we gotta play it through the tape, through this tape and this little piece, but I need this little piece, but I need this little piece, and I need this little piece, and to record back and forth and shit with cassette tapes, and them bitches fall up and fall fucking man, shit. Look, dedication at the beginning levels when that's some Stone Age shit.
That's what I say.
Stone Age shit.
Like,
So
we was talking earlier tonight about the Captain Detroit shit.
I chased pussy and you was doing that,
bro. Like I'm saying,
I appreciate you, cuz. I appreciate you, cuz. Because I was like,
talk about that.
I ain't even know. See, the thing is, I ain't even sit. I like to take remote control cars apart, but as far as what y'all was doing, whoever even thought you could do that? But you niggas was sitting around going, "Yeah, we can do this." You see what I'm saying?
All I'm saying is creativity is a motherfucker.
Say it again, motherfucker.
Creativity.
Say it again. Say it again.
A motherfucker. Motherfucker. However you want to pronounce it, it's that. I'm saying, it's that.
See, but everybody
got
their own lane though.
But this is the thing. We talked about this earlier tonight. When I was saying Paul Revere, far as me hearing Beastie Boys do that song, and I was able to interpret it in a certain way where the people my age were able to absorb it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you got to think, I'm in elementary school at this time. I'm a grown ass man. I'm 45 years old.
You should have been on Star Search.
I was a single digit age at this time.
You should have been on Star Search.
Fuck all that.
You should have been on Star Search.
I wasn't supposed to be there because it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. I wasn't supposed to be there because this was the shit that, this is what we have. So we got our own Star Search with this shit. Real talk. But what I'm seeing from that, it was something that we didn't even understand what the fuck we was dealing with. We didn't know. We 50 years into this shit. Hip hop. 50 years. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about when I was in elementary school, man. Like, for real. Like,
I was right there with you.
But the thing that I recognize when I look at niggas like a 38 Special or a Benny or Ya or Guilty Simpson, Ty Ferris, the Davis Way, you know what I'm saying? Like Chase, like, people don't understand what the fuck we doing. But it's about understanding patience. Patience. Understand your patience. Recognize your greatness. This is about patience. With the things that we have been doing over the years.
Your MC, if you want to grab that mic and pull it close to you, like MCs do, you want to grab.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just in here, just feeling.
Yeah,
I'm feeling the vibe.
Put it where you need
know.
to. Yeah, put it where you need to, fam.
But
there you go.
I will say this: everything that we have done has a purpose, and certain people don't understand it right now. It's a lot of people who understand it, and they're trying to take advantage of what we're doing. Fuck them. I don't fuck with them. We doing this shit, grassroots shit. We've been doing this shit. I've been doing this shit since I was a single digit age. And I will be damned if anybody that feels like the shit that we started this shit with don't make sense for what we doing right now. Make sense?
No. Look. Everything. Look. The tallest skyscraper in the world came off the first clay building.
True.
So you be foolish.
That's truth 101.
You be foolish to ever think that you got there without that. So hip hop is definitely shit. Look, motherfucker. Look, hey, all I got is a beer. We gonna do it off the motherfucking Dos Equis.
That's real.
Look, don't ever.
That's real.
Empire State Building wouldn't be here without the first TP, the first motherfucker that said, "I need shelter."
When this shit started,
I need shelter. Like, what are you talking about?
When it started. And people have to understand that when it started, you can't go from that point to the next unless you have that.
You can't leave a blank spot in the connection. There's a line. Everything has a line. You can't leave a blank spot and be like, oh, well, we ended there and then we just started some new shit. You only start the new shit because you knew about the old shit. So the line has to continue. Everything is a continuation.
It has to be that.
It's goddamn continuation.
I agree.
And
that's my point. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people who look at this shit and be seeing certain shit. Understand my diction on what I'm saying. But it's a lot of people who understand this shit in a certain way, and they see certain parts that are very significant, but they don't understand every part.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of those people. But the difference about me is that I can create and I understand every point where we were at. I might not be able to say, okay, this is what happened right here. This is what happened right here. This is what happened right here. But one thing I can say is, when I was able to say that, those were very significant parts.
You care about the history.
And that's my point. If you don't understand the history or where it came from,
how can you improve on something if you don't know what the fuck you started with?
What are you doing?
We done. We done. We done right there.
What are you doing?
We done. If you don't want to study what other people have already done before you, then what the fuck is we even talking about?
What are we doing? Because we can't build shit from shit. If we say, okay, we about to start some shit right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we don't have anything from before,
what you started with?
We shitty out of luck.
Don't think you're a brand new genius.
We are shitty out of luck.
The world is too old The world is too old for somebody to think they're a brand new genius.
We do this shit in 360s. Like I was like
I just thought of this shit. Like, for real, dog. You know how long the world been spinning?
bro,
I just thought of this.
180, 360, 720, nigga. If that shit ain't spinning on 180, 360, 720, or certain things in between that where you might understand. Like, this is some shit where this a drill right here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like 180, 360, 720. Think about those three things far as numbers that I just displayed to what y'all have to understand what I'm saying. Like, I didn't do this. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't do the 120. But in my defense, when I seen it, I understood it for what it was.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So, like, when I say 180, 360, 720, that's something that certain motherfuckers been studying this shit for forever. They might not even be looking at it like that. I'm not saying that I see it in a more in-depth level from what they understood and studied, but I understood it for what it was.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, like with me talking about certain shit when we was in the dungeon with the chair and seeing Rocky and all of that. All of that shit play a presence to what I'm saying. But people, if you're not going to put it in the proper perspective,
context,
you're not gonna understand it for what it is.
Like when you told me about the dungeon and the chair.
Those are jewels that you have to put your own puzzle piece together to make your picture.
As a Marine, we got our own, should we say, torture techniques? we got our own touches. And y'all had your own little things. And
I look at that as one and the same.
I think about it. Yeah,
in certain ways,
guys,
not
like
always.
Men like to do shit.
One thing I will say this: my brother Chase, I appreciate him for his services. My brother is legit brother.
Look in the dungeon. You have beat up just as many people I've beat up in the Marines. So
I didn't beat nobody up in the dungeon.
Yeah, because we don't want no criminals.
I did that with words.
Yeah.
I never put my hands on none of my brothers.
It was all in fun. It was all in fun.
No, my brothers.
We never beat anybody.
They
up.
stand firm on what they do. Dreadnoughts
in the dungeon, in the Marines, we never beat anybody up. It was just all in fun. Men just doing men shit.
You know what? You have to understand this.
That's right.
Yes, you're right.
This is men shit.
Understand this.
We never hurt nobody.
What we do to make us as people and brothers stronger, we have to do that. If we don't, then we're losing. Because one thing I can say about this is the point of, if I know something that can make my brother stronger, why shouldn't I tell him? That's something that's kind of been a mystery on how we haven't progressed. Because we not dropping jewels on each other like we should.
People do, and sometimes you have to find the people that got the knowledge, and sometimes you don't even know that people have the knowledge. But
Truth.
At the same time,
Truth.
there are
I
haters.
agree.
There are haters, and you can find people amongst your circles that
I agree.
that this shit they on some bullshit. And
They might not know what they dealing with.
and
This
yeah,
shit is powerful.
It's
Very powerful.
I know people will do people shit, and the thing is, only thing you can do is
Yeah.
always watch out and be careful, and pay attention.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when in your business, somebody could take a song and they could be a millionaire. They
True.
could steal your shit, and so it's like it gets real personal. But just in regular life, people can just hurt you,
Bro,
It's
like,
yeah.
hold up, wait a minute. Like, this is something I want to talk about. The shit you just said, it has so much relevance to what we're dealing with.
Love directions.
Yeah.
That's what we talking about.
Okay. So before you play this joint, just think about this.
That classic shit.
I'm an artist.
That classic shit.
My father and my little brother, I love them to death. Please do not look at them. If y'all see them, if I display them to y'all and y'all see them, please give them the utmost love. But they threw away 200 of my notebooks. My brother and my father. They didn't understand that at that time.
Yeah.
They threw away 200 5-subject notebooks.
See, you already accepted it. When you said they didn't understand it at that time,
I know that.
you already accepted it.
They didn't. They didn't.
Look.
My brother,
I'm
My
not.
brother,
I'm not even going to even front and say I halfway feel your pain.
my
No, I
brother
don't.
was on my back
No, I don't.
when I did the talent show at Henry Ford High School. The
I don't
last
feel your
year
pain.
where it was crazy. I had Blitz and the Dreadnoughts come out, ASR 10s, all
That's right.
this.
That's right. You was a youngster, and you had grown niggas. You had grown motherfuckers fall through.
Guess what? I'm not gonna toot my own horn.
Nah, fuck that.
But I am made.
Come on. You a 15-year-old.
I'm made.
You a 15-year-old rapper.
I'm
and
made.
you on a talent show because you already know you dope, but you got grown motherfuckers that rap in groups that might be known about around Detroit showing up to come on stage at your show. Oh,
Hey,
you fancy
if
motherfucker.
you motherfuckers don't understand-
you fancy motherfucker.
If
You
niggas
fancy-
don't understand
you
that
fancy
Dreadnoughts
motherfucker.
was here
You
since
fancy-
86.
You fancy motherfucker, you fancy motherfucker, you.
I just tapped into the frequency. I was young.
Yeah, come there. Let's see.
I was 14, 15,
you come here trying to play modest and shit. You come here trying to play modest. You at the talent show in high
You
school.
can look that shit up.
You at
If
the
you-
talent show in high school with
I was
grown
in the
motherfuckers
papers.
there rocking your shit.
And my crew was in the papers. Almighty Dreadnoughts. We was at Henry Ford. It was probably like 95. We was on that stage. That nigga Alias was there. Guilty was there.
Get the
My
goddamn
nigga Time Slot was there.
Get the damn
My nigga
Guilty
Boogie
up outta
Bliss was there with the ASR 10, the Insonic ASR 10. Nobody had did a talent show at this time with an ASR 10. I'm
All
talking
right.
about in Detroit,
All right.
in the high school.
All right. I'm a Marine. I need to know what the ASR 10 is. And look, it don't sound like a fucking yo-yo. It don't sound like
The ASR
it don't
10
like a yo-yo.
was
Should we even be saying this on camera though?
no, it's good because in Sonic they look, if they see this shit. You look in
Flick say
Sonic,
we
give
good.
us some money.
Flick say
Because
we
guess
good.
what? I've been fucking with y'all
Flick
motherfuckers
say we
since
good.
my daughter wasn't born.
I think I'm gonna take this out anyway.
In 99, 1999.
I usually take this type of shit out anyway. So
1999.
I gotta take this video off.
I had an ASR 10.
Do you understand? I have to take this video off Facebook. No,
Don't.
stop.
Don't stop this.
No, we're done.
Do not.
We're
no,
done talking. We're
please.
done. We're done talking
The
about
red
ASR
light-
10s. We're
put
done
the
talking
red
about
light
ASR
back
10s.
on.
We're done talking. No. We're done talking about
I
ASR
got
10s.
something else I
No,
gotta say, though.
sir.
Bro,
Flick, are we fam? Flick,
we are
are
family.
we fam?
We are family.
We gonna end this show.
Anything I say,
We
I'm
gonna-
gonna stand
Guess
on
what?
that.
Guess what?
And
Guess
you
what?
don't have to do
Guess-
nothing.
Guess what?
Listen.
Guess what? We about to play Love Directions of
I gotta use
Connie
the bathroom.
Konphilct's
Where your
new
bathroom
album.
at? Let me use the bathroom then.
Not after you introduce this goddamn song.
Okay, bet.
And thing is, I love this song so much, we gonna run it back twice so you get time to use the bathroom and then come back.
Sweet. I love that.
Thank you, sir. But we are not going to end this on SR10s or SRTs, Chargers, Hellcats,
ASR10s and all
Pistols,
that
whatever the
shit.
fuck that is.
Fuck
no.
This is
no.
what we dealing with right
we
now.
We are not going
This is
out
right
on
now.
that note.
This is right now.
So.
I was talking shit. You got that.
So.
Chop it up how you want to. That's what I'm saying. This is what you got. This is my gift to you.
They.
Use it. You got it. Chop it up. Bro.
They don't get nothing. The podcast, the interview with my man, Connie Konphilct
Trademark.
Ross, bitch. I'm gonna put the bitch on there. He don't put the bitch on there, but I'm gonna put the,
I didn't say that.
I just heard him say bitch one time, but it just stuck in my
hear
head.
that, though.
So now I just throw
hear
the
that.
I just throw the bitch on the end. But he is here on They Don't Get Nathan, the podcast. We
can
streaming live on Detroit Rap Radio on Facebook. I got fam up in here.
Yes.
Do
We in the building.
he got new music out, the 1111 EP and the Way Too Conflicted album with the Davis Way.
That's like a year worth of shit between that.
And he been dropping stuff like every month. So before we get out of here, we're gonna play the favorite track off the Way Too Conflicted CD, the one that I love, the one I love. It's a lot of tracks on there. It's a lot of tracks on there, but this is the one I love. This is
This
what I
my
love,
bro
Connie.
shit.
Connie,
This
this
is
is the
my
one I
bro
love.
shit.
This is the
This
one
my
I love.
bro
It's,
shit.
it's I don't know. It's just something about me being some old motherfucker. Not
No,
even
it
old
ain't
motherfucker.
about that.
I
That
mean,
shit
it's
classic.
No, it's about it's talking. It's
Just listen to the words,
Just
like-
talking. Let's say it again. Say it again.
Just listen to the words. Trademark, nigga. Just listen to the words. Jules is
They Don't
being
Get Nathan.
dropped.
The podcast. We got that guy right there.
Chase is in the building.
Connie Konphilct Ross up in here.
X-Fan,
Follow
baby.
him on Facebook. Give out all your stuff. Where you at? Facebook.
I'm everywhere.
Connie Konphilct Ross.
I got a Twitter too, but I ain't been fucking with that bitch for years.
There's
I
too
gotta-
much porn on there. Connie Konphilct Ross.
Yeah. Fuck that.
We getting into Love Directions off the CD Way Too Conflicted, produced by the Davis Way.
The Davis Way.
Detroit Rap Radio. They Don't Get Nathan, the podcast. This is fire. I love this song right here. You gonna love it. Let me get over here and pull it up. Love Directions, featuring my man Joe Black. God damn it, Joe Black.
Joe Black and my sister BB.
BB. Hold on. I keep forgetting baby girl. What's baby girl's name?
BB.
BB. That's her full name. That's on her birth certificate.
BB.
That's on her driver's license. BB.
BB.
BB is on her driver's license.
It ain't
Say
like
it again. BB.
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 I tried to give you a shout.
As you hear it, that's what it is.
I tried to give you a shout out, but Connie said your name is BB. Her name is BB.
Yeah, that's sis.
BB. Your name is BB.
Yeah, that's my sis.
They don't get Nathan. The podcast. We ending it.
Trademark.
Say it again. I like
Trademark. I got
Connie
so
Konphilct
many
Ross up in
tags.
this bitch. They don't get Nathan. The podcast. It's the shirt one. It's the shirt. Buy one. This song is called Love Directions, featuring BB and my man Joe Black. Look, you gonna love it. And
Davis Way.
Fuck it. I'm letting you know right now. We playing it twice. We play, yeah, motherfucker. We playing it twice.
Just be prepared. It's gonna play twice.
Just going in the directions of love.
What up, though, Nate Chase? They don't get Nathan the podcast. We back up in this bitch. Connie Konphilct Ross.
What's the deal?
We're just gonna let that Love Direction song play in the background. Good job, sir. Good job, sir. We had all them instrumentals. Hold on, no. We're gonna end on my instrumental.
Hey,
what I love.
Hey,
Hold on,
I do want to say something about this song.
Oh, you want to say something about this song?
This song is a testimony. Like, I don't know how people gonna take this song when they hear it.
Communication is a great practice. Finding out what makes your mate tick. Avoid destructive actions. Transparency with productive habits. Blocking toxicity.
To let people understand that.
Yeah. You just gotta work on it.
Be patient. Do what you do.
Feel like it's just supposed to happen.
If you doing something with the person that, if it's a significant other, like, you know what I mean? Like, really look at what y'all doing. Like, not for what you might think it might be or what they might think it might be. Because it's not that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's that, but it's so much more.
When the end is seen, though it's no way to take back what was done.
You know what I mean?
Happiness ain't quick.
Most people call it lust.
The way I was raised, man, like, I was raised with my mom and my father.
They can't push aside. Might end
You know
up
what
by
I'm saying?
yourself.
Like,
Being selfish.
my mom,
might win with all that
she
you need
died
by
in
being selfless.
2012.
There's somebody for everybody.
But
Believe that. When
before
you get
that
it, don't let
point,
it go. You can
I'm
achieve
45.
that.
So
Every
you
season has a purpose.
add the math
And
up.
know this, it's not easy.
To the
if
point
it's
where
working.
when my
Stolen
mom
kiss
passed
don't
in
feel the same as one that's meant for
2012,
you.
she
It's simple,
instilled
but
so
the
much in
simplest
me.
things
My
get us
pops
through.
instilled
That's
so
true.
much in me.
Yeah, that's true.
But what they did
Time to
together,
think about it.
regardless of
All
the fact that
things
I was in the
happen your
same
life.
house,
Put them all together, it's pretty big.
it was certain things that
all
people
happening at
who
the same
had
time.
one parent in the
That's
house
how you gotta look at
had
your
the same shit.
you know.
That's what I'm seeing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't looking at it from a standpoint of,
Transparent. You know,
okay, they going through the same shit as me.
talk about
I'm going through it like, and looking at it from the standpoint of, they are who they are.
real shit.
I'm who I am. Our situations are different, but they are similar. And the similarities that we have is what bind us together. But what make us really close is the shit that we don't deal with
Just
together.
going in the directions of love.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I
You know what I mean?
Love directions.
Definitely.
If that makes
Don't
sense.
take you.
Like, you know,
Where have it
certain
taken
shit you dealt with that I'm dealing
What
with,
have it done
or
for
I've
you?
dealt with. We didn't deal with the same shit. but
Everybody got fired.
similarities in that.
Everybody got fired. Everybody knows somebody that died. So everybody deal with that differently, but we can still talk about the same fact that it happened to us.
That's the love direction I'm talking about on this song. Even though it's kind of highlighted on relationships, but it's not about a relationship with your significant other,
Oh, see,
or
because
your
I thought
brother, or your friend.
Communication is a
That
great
was
practice.
just the focal
Finding out
point.
what makes your mate
But
tick.
if
Avoid
you look
destructive
deep
actions.
into what I'm
Transparency
saying,
with
listen
productive
to the
habits.
words
Blocking
I'm saying.
toxicity.
It's people, period.
All of us connected.
Yeah. Okay.
It's love direction. That's the whole premise
love,
of the
not
album.
not the person you actually dating or having sex with. Love, period, and love includes everybody.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Well, damn, nigga.
So,
School of food.
like,
School of food. School of food. School of food.
and you know, people looking at it like April Fool's Day, we dropping it on the first, but it's a lot of things that's jewels. Like, I felt like when me and Troy was just transferring energy,
some people hard to trust because of their pride, and for the feelings of others they can't push aside. Might end up by yourself being selfish, but might win with all that you need by being selfless. There's somebody for everybody. Believe that.
You know,
when you get it, don't let it go.
wasn't that. It was just like
every season has a purpose.
Like,
and know this,
soon
it's not
as
easy
it
if it's
happened,
worth it. A stolen
started
kiss
giving
don't
me
feel the
beats.
same as one that's meant for you. It's simple,
He gave
but
me
the simplest
all the
things
beats
get us
for
through.
the album.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
on Sunday.
Sometimes when you think about it,
By the time Friday
all
was
the little
done,
things that happen in your life, if you put them all
from
together,
that
it's
Sunday,
pretty big.
he gave me the
It
beats.
just ain't all happening at the same time.
When Troy gave me the beats
That's
on
how you
Sunday,
gotta look at your relationships.
by that next Friday,
Sometimes
the
you
album was
do
done.
things
Oh,
and
you
do
would have
things,
album in a week.
But when you in the moment, just
I
be
don't play.
transparent.
It's a feeling.
You know, open up your mind and
It was done.
talk about
You
it.
was. It's one of those things where you just felt it. You was ready, or you had it, or you just. It's rare that a rapper writes an album in a week, so it's kind of like something that people always noted when somebody writes an album in a week or a month or something like that. So
Yeah.
it's just the beats just move you like that, or you just already had the rhymes ready for you and the beats
Going in
just
the
fit.
directions of love.
How did you do this in a week?
It was a part. A lot of the things that you just said are very prevalent to why this album happened the way it
Let the
did.
credits roll. Trey,
We'll play
Because-
this last track
credits roll.
Because
in credits.
don't
Keep going.
I just want to say this,
credits roll.
like, for the simple fact of
Yeah,
when
I like to take this time to thank everybody involved from being
Troy
willing
had
to conflict many problems
produced the
to solve.
shit
I'm hoping
and he
this is a guide you
presented
can use
it
for
to
your
me.
life. Take
It was
whatever
like,
you may need and some solid
this is
advice.
some shit
This
I'm
is a test
doing.
to all
He didn't know where it was
listeners,
gonna go.
supporters, and fans.
I didn't
The
know
close
where
and
it
far
was
friends,
gonna
I'm
go.
fortunate for my fans.
But when
God
we came
knows it ain't
together,
easy,
it
although what great
created
is
something
conditioning,
where
fine-tuning,
we
creations
had a
to live.
whole
It's not a
nother
conflict of interest to care about your
department
lifeline.
that we
Recognize
didn't
your
even
greatness,
know we
pick your
had.
battles in this
You
lifetime.
feel what I'm saying?
Be an
Like,
example
we kind of
of what you
created
saying.
a
Make
different
sure your love
department.
directions have no comparison on how you land. If you don't know me, get to. I'd suggest, and if you're blessed,
That's
you
the
get
best
some
way I
jewels
can-
from
So
my
y'all
treasure
kinda-
chest.
y'all kinda,
It's no question,
found
this
each
is
other.
epic soul. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
this is the
because
part
bro
where the
been
end credits roll.
following me, I've been following him. But when we came together, it was like,
Grab that mic back, man. Grab that mic like a baby. Bring it to you, man. You're a rapper. Grab that mic.
I'm just talking shit.
Wherever you, but
I'm
you
feeling
know,
so good over here with
bring
my
that
bro
mic to you.
Chase.
Wherever you get comfortable, bring that mic to you. You're MC. You know what I'm saying?
I do understand that, and my apologies.
Oh, we
Just-
good. We good.
But my thing is this.
I don't know how
I'm in
long
here with fam, so I'm just talking shit.
Dude, we've been talking. We've been talking for 2.5 hours.
Realize I gotta pull the mic back to my mouth and shit because I'm talking shit.
Nigga, we've been talking for 2.5 hours,
bro. And we might be here for about 4 more hours.
We the super drink champ. This motherfucker.
Hey, my thing is this. My bro Chase, he's official 100 times infinity. And don't respect that if you ain't ready to lose where your necklace is.
Motherfucker that slipped me on Mickey.
Slip me and Mickey.
It's not a conflict of interest to care about.
Hey, we've been talking about motherfuckers trying to slip us Mickeys all day. We ain't going for it.
A lot of slickers.
Hey, I'm not drinking no Mickeys. I have drunk Mickeys, but I'm not drinking them tonight. They ain't slipping us no Mickeys tonight. Fuck that shit.
I don't even drink chocolate milk because Mickey got dark ears. Shit. Fuck that.
Hey,
What?
hey, guess what? No Mickey slipped over here.
What?
When you come over here, ain't no Mickey slipped.
What? They don't get Nathan. The podcast. We out of here. Trying to conflict rock. Yes.
Let the credits roll.
Yes.
Oh, is this an end credits?
Yes.
The Davis way. The Davis way. The Let the credits roll. Trademark.
Shut it down.
Let the credits roll. The Davis way. Davis way.
X-Fam.
Let the credits roll.
Track on.
Mike's still live. We out this bitch. We out this bitch for real now. Who got the red light? You got the red light? You got the red light. We out this bitch. Detroit Rap Radio. They don't get Nathan. The podcast.
The Davis way. The Davis way. The Davis.